Hello, hello, Huns. How are you doing? This is your handful mama. I am back again with another video. This video, I will be making some salisbury steak. As you can see, my meat is going on the eye here. That means it's cooking. I have around about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 6 hamburger patties in this pan, and then I have 2 in this pan. And I'm going to let these cook up. I'm going to go ahead and flip them. And I'm using the 78% lean ground beef. I'm going to turn them up on high so they'll go ahead and cook up. And the reason why I'm doing these for you guys, if you need that extra dish for the holidays and serve up for your family, this is something quick, something simple that shouldn't take no more than 15 minutes. Get my turn this one over. You can use the turkey meat. You can use the regular ground beef, or you can use the lean. Doesn't really matter which kind you use. Just make sure you put them in medium patties, small to medium. It would be best if they about this size, because they cook up really quick. Let you see the size and come out. Kind of like on the small to medium side. They cook up really quick like that, and it won't take the Salisbury steak long at all. Turn it down just a little bit. These are already almost done, enough for me to add my other ingredients on. But you want to make sure they're done inside before you drain them. And since these have cooked down, I'm going to go ahead and add these in the same skillet as the other one. And you can make them medium as well. You can even make them medium to large. It's just according on what size skillet that you have. So those are done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get my towel for my stove. Clean my stove off. But if you, like I said, you need that extra quick dish to serve up, you might have, unexpected family members that might be coming over. And this will be something quick if you have some hamburger meat already thawed out, or some turkey meat, or 78% lean meat. Either one will be perfect. And you can just make this really quick, really simple. If you don't have any thawed out, just run to the grocery store and you'll come back home and have this quick dish between 10 and 15 minutes. Really quick, really simple. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take these over here to the sink and get these drained. Because you want to get that extra grease off that will cook off of the meat. And the reason for that is when you add your other ingredients, you won't have a lot of grease added in your mixture. So you want to drain them. And you can add just a little water on top of them. Just to, take out that extra grease. And once you take that extra grease out with a little water, just go ahead and drain that water off. Make sure you have a spatula or something so your patties won't fall in the sink. You want them to be drained just like that. Make sure it don't have a lot of. You just get them back on the stove on medium heat. And wash my spatula off here. Once you get them back on medium heat, you're going to let them cook between 3 to 5 minutes before you add everything else. And that's just to drain that extra water out. So I'm going to turn mine back up almost on high so we can get that extra water out of those patties that still might be in there. And this is just a quick Salisbury steak. You can put onions in it, chopped up onions. If you have the chopped up onions, you can do the chopped up onions. If you have them, that'll just be just perfect. And if you have, just add a small onion to your skillet. You can go ahead and add that. Go ahead and add that as soon as after you undrain all the grease off them. But this will be the time to put that small onion in there if you want a small onion in there. You're just gonna chop it up and just add it to the skillet, and it'll be okay. Just keep it like on a medium heat, and they'll just be cooking up really, really good. The onion will be kind of frying with those patties. And since I don't have the onion tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and just add some garlic powder. And if you have the garlic powder, you can just season each one with garlic powder. And like I said, I don't have the onion. Usually I have my onion powder, but I've been cooking so much that where I almost ran out of a lot of stuff. I gotta go stock back up at the store. But it's okay if you don't have the garlic powder or the onion powder. You should have the seasoned salt or the meat tenderizer. So you can just sprinkle the meat tenderizer on each patty. Just sprinkle them really, really good. Oh, my top came off. Let's get that top back on. I guess it was halfway off. Okay, just sprinkle each one of them really, really good. Just like that. That's enough. I got a little extra on this side, but it'll be okay. Because it's still, the patties still have a little water in them, so that won't overpower it. So if you do like I did, you make a mistake and the top come off, just kind of smash the patty, and those extra juices will make up for that extra sauce that you put on there. It's still gonna be okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heat down to low. And now I'm going to take it back to the sink. You want to add a cup of water to your skillet. That's why I said it would be okay about that top popping off. But make sure you drain them first, so you want to get that extra fat out of your patties before you add your mixture in. And I know I drained them earlier to get that extra fat off of there. And I'm going to drain mine one more time. Just going to put a little water in them. Because I have a seasoning on it. I don't want the seasoning to come off. After you get that seasoning on there, or if you want to chop up your onions in there, and like I said, if you only have just the seasoning salt in your house, you still can use the seasoning salt. That'll be fine. I'm gonna run me some dish water here. Okay, while that dish water is running, I'm gonna bring these back over to the stove. And like I said, get you a cup of water. I'm gonna fill my cup up here too. Just want to get a cup of water and add it to your patties. Empty my cup out. Full cup. So about a cup and a half, because I'm gonna use a full cup. Make sure this top is on good. If you like me, I like to run my dishwater, and I like to make sure my dishwater is soapy, so I can go ahead and get my dishes in there. And after I eat, I won't have to worry about doing nothing else. Okay, I got my cup of water. I'm gonna go ahead and pour in. It's about a cup and a half, and I'm gonna get that up on high heat, real high. I can pour the rest of that out. But like I said, if you do have a small onion, use the onion. I thought I had one in the refrigerator, but I don't. But you also can season it with the garlic powder, uh, this meat tenderizer, or seasoned salt. I'm going to put a little more on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put me some parsley flakes on there. Let me make sure this top closed before it pop off. What it was. There was a little flake flying around. Actually, I'm going to take this one off because this stuff comes out so slow. Okay, the round about, I'm going to say about 3 teaspoons. You want to add it on your patties. If you don't have the parsley flakes, that's fine. At this point, you'll just have some type of seasoning, whatever you have in the house, onions or whatever you have in your refrigerator. And these should be coming up to kind of like a boil in a few minutes. Then I'm going in with just a half a teaspoon of oregano. And I'm just going to put that in my hand and kind of like dash it in there. Like I said, you don't have anything but the meat tenderizer. Just use the meat tenderizer. I thought it would be kind of coming up to a boil. Okay, last we got some brown gravy. This is the low sodium, and it's 30% low sodium. I picked this up from Aldi's, but you can pick it up from any grocery store. You can use the regular, you can use the low sodium, whatever you prefer. But I have the low sodium here. And as you can see, these patties are coming up to a boil. And I'm going to go ahead and put that whole pack of gravy in there. Throw this away. Once you put that pack in there, it's going to look like that. You're going to see your parsley. I'm going to fan the camera so y'all can kind of see it. You're going to see your parsley and your gravy mixture on the top. When you see it kind of clumped up, just kind of get it off of the spoon and kind of stir it around. Well, actually, it's on the, not the spoon, it's on the spatula. And at this point, you can go ahead and turn it down. Turn down the heat on like low while you get your gravy all mixed up in that water. And like I said, this gonna take like maybe 15 minutes. Maybe 20. It's just all the extra, you know. You gotta make sure you rinse after, you know, after you rinse your patties off, you know, from all that grease. It really don't take long. And you might have to turn your patties so that gravy will go ahead and mix up all together. So I'm just gonna turn each one over. Like I said, you can make these large if you want to, or you can do it just 2 pans of some medium ones or small, however, you know, whatever your family size is. But like I said, it's something quick. And I turn down the eye so I can kind of get all this gravy mixed up together. Because it might clump up a little because you adding it to that hot water. I'm going to wash this off. Like I was saying, it might clump up when you first put it in there. But it will dissolve after a little while. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it back on medium. As I'm turning it up, just go ahead and just keep stirring, kind of smashing down those clumps. Kind of stirring it a little bit under the bottom so those clumps can dissolve out of that gravy pack. You can use a spoon or spatula, whichever one you prefer to use. Like I said, if you do have the onion or the onion powder, make sure you add the onion or the onion powder if you have it already in your pantry. If you don't worry about it. Just add what you got. But you must have the gravy. That's a must. This is how I like to just cook mine. And what I'm doing over here, I'm just mixing that gravy up and smashing down those small clumps of that brown gravy. And this will be really, really good if you make you some creamed potatoes. And you can just add this simple recipe, this simple gravy. You can add that on your creamed potatoes as well. You just stir around the patties. Just move the patties around in the mixture. Now, if some of them tear apart, it's okay. You can just serve it just like that. The flavor is going to be there, so that's what you're really looking for, the flavor. I'm going to turn these over to make sure all the gravy has dissolved. Just turn each one over because they might still have small clumps of gravy. And you just kind of just lightly cover those with some juices, and that gravy should dissolve in the mixture. And then I'm just going to stir it a few more times. Flip them over a few more times as my sauce comes to a little boil. And at this point, you want to turn it up, not all the way on high, but just above high for around about maybe 3 minutes. And these little patties will be good to go with, like I said, the creamed potatoes or the string beans, or you might just want to put one of them on a dinner roll. You go ahead and move this skillet, get in my dishwater. At this point, they should be on, like I said, almost high, but not all the way on high. And they are finished. All the gravy is not in clumps. You want to make sure you stir it good a couple more times. Make sure all the juices are under the patties and all the gravy is mixed together and seasoned. The seasons, everything is going all together and mixed well. But it's up to you. If you have a larger family, you can cook as many as you want. Just get your 2 skillets and add those ingredients. You won't regret it. And they're done. Hope you guys can see them. Give you a close shot. Okay, this is your handful mama. I've done it again. These are my Salisbury steaks. Enjoy this with potatoes, string beans, or whatever side you like to add with it. See you later, Hans. Don't forget to subscribe. Please like this video. Please comment. And please share this video with everyone. Quick and simple. See you later, Hans.